Hello, friend of karmic affinity. There are mornings when, though the dawn has touched the window, everything inside you seems still submerged in a gray mist. Your body has awakened, but your soul is still sitting still, somewhere in the dark, heavy and disjointed. Do not be quick to label yourself as lazy, nor blame yourself as a failure. The truth is, you do not lack motivation. You are simply exhausted. Today, I do not invite you to try to start a wonderful or high-energy day. I only invite you to do one thing: stop the war with yourself at this very moment. Do not force the mind to be enthusiastic when it is falling apart, because you know this is exactly where true peace begins. Redefining mantras. Do not mistake mantras for words meant to urge you to be stronger. In reality, these words are not used to lift you high, but to bring you back to your own center. They do not create new energy. They only rearrange what is scattered and turbulent within you. This is not the time to shout, "Keep going," but a time for you to be okay, right within your own weariness. The first mantra: I begin from this very state. There is a silent lie we often tell ourselves: wait until I feel better. Then I will start taking action. However, in the eyes of wisdom, that waiting is actually the most fierce form of resisting reality. You do not need to wait until your mind is perfect or full of energy to be allowed to live a meaningful day. Look, your heavy or exhausted state right now is not a mistake of creation. It is the raw material for you to build mindfulness. When you dare to softly declare, "I begin from this very state," you are performing a great act of liberation, stopping the waste of energy used to fight what is. True patience is not struggling to endure, but ceasing to resist what is currently present. Starting right here is not so you stay stuck forever, but to allow yourself to be transformed from exactly what you have in hand. The second mantra: not everything belongs to me right now. My friend, slow down a bit to recognize a strange habit of the mind. It often runs faster than time. We silently carry conversations that haven't happened, decisions that aren't due, and worries of next month at this very moment. In truth, you are exhausted, not because of what you are doing, but because of what you are carrying too early. We are weighing down our own shoulders with responsibilities that do not yet exist. Learn to recategorize what truly belongs to today and what is not yet its turn. Let the future sleep peacefully until it actually knocks on the door, because you know trying to carry it all does not make you more responsible. It only makes your soul more rigid and withered. The third mantra: I reclaim my scattered energy. Imagine your mind as a house with too many doors wide open in the middle of a gale. We feel exhausted sometimes, not because we have done too much physical work, but because we are letting our energy leak uselessly into too many open sessions. In our heads, an argument from yesterday, a worry for tomorrow, or unfinished expectations. Dear friend, reclaiming energy does not mean you have to strain to store new strength. It is simply learning how to stop giving it away unconsciously. This mantra invites you back to the body, back to the pulse of the heart in the present breath. Empathize with the fact that peace does not come from trying to control everything around you, which only further depletes your strength. It comes from full presence right here. When you bring the mind back to the body, the wide open doors will automatically close. That is when you stop dissipating and begin to be nourished again by the very source of life that has always flowed within you. The fourth mantra: my value does not fluctuate with my emotions. Do you realize that whenever the body is weary, our minds tend to be harsh and judgmental toward ourselves? We unintentionally view exhaustion as a personal fault, a sign of weakness, or even a failure of dignity. But stop for a moment to deeply understand. Exhaustion is actually just a guiding signal, a warning bell from the body, not a judgment on who you are. Your core value is as eternal as a high mountain. It does not increase when you are eager, nor does it decrease when you are tired. Do not let fluctuations of emotion or temporary energy levels define who you are. Etch this into your heart. Being tired does not make you inferior. It only shows that you are a complete and authentic human being. The fifth mantra. This step, as it is already enough. My friend, do you ever feel overwhelmed just thinking about the things to do in a day, or further yet, the rest of your life? That is because our minds always have the ambition to hoard a long road instead of just looking at the current step. It is that far-sighted view that makes us lose the present moment and miss the life happening now. This mantra is not aimed at making your path shorter, but at bringing that path back to its true size, the size of a single step right under your feet. When you softly tell yourself, this step is already enough, you are liberating yourself from the ghosts of perfectionism and anxiety. You do not need to complete the whole day right now. You only need to be fully present in one breath, one step, or the smallest action. When every step is already enough, the burden of a whole life will naturally dissolve in peace. Empirical experience, the story of resistance. Now, I invite you to set aside rational reasoning to enter a space of empirical experience with me. If possible, gently close your eyes and relax your entire body. Take a moment to truly feel the exhaustion present within you right now. Name it in the silence, the heaviness in the shoulders, the disjointedness of the hands, or the mist covering the mind. I ask you not to try to fix anything, nor try to push that exhaustion away to seek alertness. Simply be there, soothing and observing it like an old friend met after a long time. Listen to the story of an old monk walking on a steep mountain path in a windy twilight. Every step of his was as heavy as lead, and in his mind, a quiet resentment began to rise. He blamed himself. Why am I so weak today? Why has this road suddenly become so long? Right then, his master from behind lightly touched his shoulder and said, "My son, the burden does not lie in the road under your feet. The burden lies in the fact that you are hating your own breath." The monk woke up to a shocking truth. You are walking against what is, and it is that refusal of reality that doubles the burden you carry on your shoulders. The real burden does not lie in the exhaustion of the body, but in the intention to chase that exhaustion away. When you stop fighting the feeling of weariness, when you no longer want yourself to be different, you will see half the weight suddenly vanish. You are not tired because you are tired. You are tired because you are rejecting your true self at this very moment. When resistance stops, healing truly has the space to begin. Anchoring the stillness. Take a deep breath. And if you feel comfortable, gently place a hand on your chest. Feel the warmth from your palm softly spreading, like the touch of an old friend, a silent recognition for yourself. Right now, you do not need to try to become calm, nor do you need to chase away exhaustion to seek a fake state of eagerness. Just let every emotion flow naturally under your palm. Kindred friend, there is a truth. The noisy world outside often forgets to remind you. Not every day is designed for us to move forward or reap brilliant successes. There are days when the sole purpose of life is simply for you to be with yourself, to cherish the weariness of the body, and be tolerant of the silences in the soul. Before we part for now, let these mantras once again soak deep into your consciousness. I begin from this very state. Not everything belongs to me right now. I reclaim my scattered energy. My value does not fluctuate with my energy level. And this step, as it is already enough. You do not need to do anything more. You have done very well by being present here, at this very moment. Among the 5 mantras we have gone through together, is there any word that softly touches your heart or makes your mind feel most soothed right now? If so, I invite you to silently write that mantra down in the comments. It is not just a line of text, but a promise, a sacred confirmation that you are choosing to stay and love yourself. Wish you a day, or a night, truly settled and peaceful within your own inner home. Goodbye, and see you in mindfulness.